So I'm really overwhelmed with all of your love and the best wishes which I got during my graduation vlog. Everyone was saying congratulations. I posted some videos on Instagram. Make sure you follow me on Instagram because there I uploaded more of the pictures which are not available on YouTube. So like I've also put a highlight on Instagram, so you can definitely watch that also. I can just see through your kind messages that you're really supportive for me. And now I want to talk about, and most of you would be wondering that now, well, Jashan has came first in his university. He has got all these awards. He has graduated. I've got a master's degree. Everything is good. What I'll be doing next? What will be my plans? And this is what like many international students would be facing, or even the UK students would be facing once they have graduated. That what you will do next? What will be your next step? Now, like this thing, I started thinking when I was on my placement, and it was like basically last year, yeah, so year fourth, so it was in 2020 when I started thinking about what will I be doing after finishing my university. So during that time there was post-study work visa. Now for international students, basically they need to come on a post-study work visa. Basically they can work unsponsored for 2 years, and everyone gets the post-study work visa, but you need to pay about 2,000 pound, and you get a PSW, and you actually look for a job where a company can sponsor an international student so that you can get a skilled worker visa. So like most of the students take this route that they go on a PSW, then they start looking for a sponsored job. If they get a sponsored job, they do a work in a company, or otherwise they go back to India. So like this was the situation. Like I was having like this for sure option that I've got a post-study work visa, and it was quite relaxing. Like it just gives you a peace of mind, because otherwise before 2019 there wasn't a post-study work visa. So once the students have done their masters, basically the situation which I am right now, they had to go back because they have just got like 1 or 2 months extra. If they couldn't find a job, a company which can sponsor them, they have to go back. So it was a really kind of a relief for me that I've got a post-study work visa. And the other thing which I started thinking during my placement was, so there was one good thing about placement, that they used to do internal company assessments, and like this was my ambition, that like I have to perform really well in those assignments. So when I joined the university, they said me like after the end of your internship, if you successfully did your internship, like you've delivered all the key goals of your project work, you'll be getting something called recommendation to hire. Basically that means that like after graduating from the university, you can work again in any location, like whether it's UK, Germany, you can work anywhere essentially. So I was actually aiming for that. So when I started my internship in the month of July, I was having this ambition that I have to perform really well. And I still remember that I got my so they do 3 different reviews, and my first review I was expecting, oh well, I've done all good, so I'll be getting like 5 out of 5, right? But it was really bad. The first review was really bad. I just got I think 2 out of 5, so I lagged a lot. But my supervisor of that company was really helpful. He guided me the right direction, that where you have to actually target, focus. Like he gave me that direction, and that's the key role of a mentor in your life. And I actually think like he's my mentor, and he kind of guided me and directed me in the right direction. And during my 3rd review, I actually got a recommendation to hire. And now not everyone gets a recommendation hire. So in my batch there were about 20 students, and I guess only 2 or 3 students got this thing called recommendation to hire. So most of them like didn't got this thing. So I got recommendation to hire again. So I was at a peace of mind that I can work with the company where I did my placement after doing my graduation. So I was having the second option. The first option was my post-study work visa, which everyone anyways get it. The second one was that I can actually work with Procter & Gamble after graduation. So this was a really great news for me and a big achievement. Now the third thing which I was talking to my parents. Now my parents suggested me, instead of doing a job after your masters, you should actually look for a PhD. They said me that like you've got a good flow of your studies, so you don't want to break that flow, and if you do your PhD, you're done with all of your studies, and then you start looking for a job. Now I actually like I took their advice. I said, okay, why not? Like at that time I was interested in pharmaceuticals, and in pharmaceuticals maybe like masters maybe is enough, but like not enough, because like if you only do masters, you don't have enough experience. You got the experience of only a 1 year placement, and mainly I've seen companies asking for at least a 2 year of experience in the UK. So that time I said like, okay, well, PhD is a good opportunity. There I can work in the lab, I can learn how the chemistry works, I can get practical experience. At the university, yes, you get practical experience, but most of it is also dependent upon like how you perform in your university. You have to go to lectures and stuff. So that kind of of practical experience is something which I was looking for, and I thought, okay, well, PhD sounds really nice. I had to go for a PhD. So when I started my final year of the university, I talked to my professor, and he actually offered me a position, and we applied for one of the studentship. Basically, if I was able to get the studentship, my tuition fee, which was around 20 to 25,000 pound per year for my PhD. So PhD here is for generally 3 to 4 years. So basically, we applied for the studentship. My professor applied on my behalf for the studentship, and I'm really happy to, like, this is the first time I'm telling to my audience that I was able to get the studentship. So still, I've got that studentship with me. So it's like my decision that I want it or not, right? So I've got the studentship. Basically, my all 20 to 25,000 pound will be paid by the university itself. Now, secondly, in terms of stipend, like again, I've got that all things sorted out. So basically, I've got a fully funded PhD. That's what I'm trying to say, you guys, right? I've got a fully funded PhD, and that is at University of Strathclyde, just behind me. I can see a lot of people graduating today. Really nice day. I think it's raining as well, but yeah, I've got my PhD at University of Strathclyde. So basically, at this moment, I've got 3 different options. Just to summarize, the very first one is a post-study work visa. So after you complete your master's or undergraduate, anyways, an international student gets a 2 year to stay more in the UK, and after that that's a 2 years to look for a sponsored job. That's the first option. Second option is to get a job, the graduate job, in the company where I did my placement, and I think they can sponsor me for sure. So like, this is the second option, that I don't need to go on a post-study work visa, rather the company can straight away sponsor me. So this is the second option. And the third option in my hand is the PhD, which already I've got the studentship and I've got the stipend ready. So the stipend in the UK will be around 15 to 20,000 pound. So now it's up to me, like, which of them I choose, basically. And the other fourth option, which most of the students, like especially study in the UK, do, is they go to a different country. For example, they move to Canada, because in Canada the immigration laws are not that strict. They are quite of relaxed, and it's easy to get permanent residency in the Canada, for example. So most of students who study in the UK, they've got a good education, they've got everything, and basically at Canada they can easily get a job, and they go to Canada, and basically after, I mean, like, whatever the time is, I think 2 to 3 years, they'll be able to get a permanent residency. I'm not expert on Canada, so it's not like expert advice at all. It's just my own personal opinion. So this is another option which a lot of students take. So now here, in terms of my own opinion, that which of the 3 options which I'll be selecting, I'm definitely not going to Canada, right, which you have learned. So out of these 3 options, I'm a bit confused now where to go, actually. And this is where I want my audience help. So I want you to comment down below that what will be best for me. I just want to hear your opinion, like what you guys saying, and hopefully in my next few videos I'm going to come up that what has been my final decision, and I'll be updating you really soon. So make sure you subscribe the channel. This is the most important thing. You don't want to miss any video on this channel itself now. Cheers, we'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.